Hello everyone! So this video is going to be completely different than most of the stuff that I normally make. You probably don't know this about me because it's a more recent thing, but I've started collecting Squishmallows, and today I got one in the mail that I bought off Macari. It's this little reindeer, and the inside of him feels a lot like cheap cotton, and if you know anything about Squishmallows, they're normally fluffier and softer. So I contacted the seller. Turns out this is a Mexico edition, and they commonly have different stuffing. So I am going to cut open this little guy and put in some new stuffing from this one, which already has a hole in it and is kind of dirty, and it's my little sister's and she doesn't want it. I don't necessarily want it either. I don't find it that adorable, but I'm going to be cutting him open, getting out the stuffing and putting him in this little guy, and that's what I'm doing in this video today. So I am decent at sewing. I'm not the best. I used to sew in school, for home ec, and then I was pretty good at the sewing machine in home ec, but other than that I don't really sew. I just sew things when I need to sew things. I don't necessarily want to ruin this little guy too much, but I am going to get out the stuffing from him. So it's just kind of like regular stuffing, just really soft. This little guy though, he has some weird stitching pattern right here, and this is just really crappy cotton stuffing. So it's surgery for this Squishmallow. This is really cheap cotton that you can get like at any store ever. Online, it's not good cotton, I can tell you that right now. Like, this cotton is way softer than this cotton. Also, sorry for not making a lot of YouTube videos recently. I've just been really busy with school and work, and my room is still a wreck, and I've just been having some mental health issues, so we'll see about videos. I have one in the works, and then I might start doing videos about my Squishmallows because it's kind of a thing that I started doing recently. So we'll see. I bought this for $26, which is mostly why I was annoyed about this. If I had bought it for like $10, I wouldn't have cared, but I bought this for $26. So it was kind of annoying. I've never done anything like this with a stuffed animal, like emptied it out and filled it with something else. So we'll see how this goes. This is my first time. I think I got all of the stuffing out of it. Alright, and now we're gonna take out this stuffing. Oh, it's so much softer. It's crazy. And you can even see a difference in the stuffings. Like, I don't know. I can definitely see it myself. This is a lot thicker and more coarse. This is a lot softer. Completely different stuffings. This stuff is so much nicer. It doesn't even make a noise. This stuff, like, it makes a noise when you squish it. The one thing I'm worried about is sewing it back up. That's the one thing I'm worried about, because I don't know how to do that properly with it looking good. Okay. I think this is enough stuffing. Maybe even a little too much stuffing for him. I gotta get him mushed up so the stuffing inside of him feels right. I might take out a little bit because I think that he doesn't need that much stuffing. Alright, so now I'm gonna try and sew him up with it looking decent. This is the part that I'm slightly worried about, but I'm gonna put the rest of the stuffing in this one. Now I know not to buy Mexico exclusives, but I didn't know it was a Mexico exclusive. The seller did not say that, so I wouldn't have known. Alright, I'm gonna sew these two up now. This is just like a really cheap sewing kit that I bought at Harris Teeter. My mom did not know what this was used for, which I find funny. She very much does not know how to sew. If you don't know what it's for, it's to get the sewing needle through the thread, or to get the thread through the sewing needle, I should say. I'm trying to figure out how I want to sew this up. Just trying to make it to where it's nearly seamless. Is that the right word? Is that the word that I'm looking for? Seamless? I don't know. Okay, that looks like a way better seam line than what it originally was. Not to pat myself on the back or anything, but also to completely pat myself on the back because I'm so much more talented than whoever, whatever they were using to do the seam beforehand. That looks way better. I mean, it's got that little scrunch right there, but it's way better than the seam that they had originally. All right, now it is officially a proper Squishmallow in my eyes, and the stitching isn't perfect, but I think I did a relatively decent job because it was on a stitch line. This one, on the other hand, is not. It's just a big hole right here. So when I sew this one up, it's gonna be different. I'm gonna stop filming now because I don't really even want to stitch this up. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and don't like and don't subscribe.